Happy Saturday, everybody. I am using a green screen right now of a place that I have been, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the live stream. But first, I want to make sure that I have a chance to say hello to everyone. So I see that people are putting their comments in the chat on the poll that I posted up there. Thank you so much for doing that. We actually have 30 votes, 13 people watching, and 30 votes. Cool. So far I'm seeing only 19% of you have lived out of your car. And 81% says no. Now, I didn't word that probably as well as I could. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is put yes or no in the chat if you've car camped. Have you camped out of your car? If so, could you put yes or no in the chat? And then I can take a look at that and say hello to each and every one of you. Lots of changes coming up. And Toby, Jolly Matilda, thank you. You're a sweetheart. All right, so I'm just waiting for some responses here. We have Georgian Rose has not camped out of her car. Jumped. Neither has Marianne. D has. Now, I do have a little thing I'm going to be doing that I did learn from D that I have already set up for when I go car camping. And let's explain a little bit more of how it's going to work for me too. Sandy has not done that yet. I have not car camped yet, you guys. Diane has. Hello, Anne. Hey, Kat. Kevin, wherever he's staying, says no, he has yet to do that, but Ron has. Ron definitely has gone car camping, he says. My chat is jumping all over the place. So Nate has not car camped, Alan has not, and Jay has not. RV Living Life, fellow Canadians, have indeed car camped, and there are several people car camping around the park that they're at right now. Hey, Lucy, good to see you. Hey, Auntie. So is that a hint that I'm going to be car camping to M22? No, I'm not going to M22. I have a couple other commitments coming up. Well, one really big one, which I'll share with you guys as well. Jeff, hey, Jeff. Jeff has not camped in his car. Neither has Lucy. I'm still trying to catch up. D wants to know, why am I car camping? And D, I will get to that in just a minute. Thanks so much for the question. Does a pickup at the topper count? You know what? I think it does. I think that counts, doesn't it? Sandy, I wish I was coming, but I cannot afford to be gone that long. Even if I tried to hide in Nate's trailer and smuggle myself across the border, it's something that I just can't do at this point in time. But I will be taking some time for myself, and I'm going to tell you guys how I'm working that out. But I will be staying in Canada. And Kenneth Oakes, thank you so much for sharing out the live stream, as well as Nate with Land Cloud Adventures. Oh, Georgian Rose is going to be doing that in her SUV at M22. Very cool. You have not done it either. Hello, Keely. How are you? Define car. Well, for me, it's an SUV, I guess, is more accurate. I kind of figure SUVs fit in with anything from a Prius to I have an Equinox. So that's kind of what I'm saying as car camping. What does Troy say? Troy says, does passing out after a lot of drinking at the bar and waking up in the parking lot count? No. Or I think there'd be a lot more yeses in the chat. You guys are so funny. What is this? Oh, great. Now Border Patrol is going to stop them again. Nate, they're not going to stop you going home. They just don't want you to stay in Canada. I think you told them too much truth when you came into Canada. You live in your trailer and you're going to see your girlfriend. Everything's remote. Yeah. Red flag. Hey, Steve. Good to see you. Oh, a semi-cab? Yeah. You know what? That's just as small space as being in a car, for sure. Hey, Charlie Grace. Good to see you. Okay, Jeff, if you've used a truck with a topper a few times, I think that does count. And Jay says that she's lived in a camper and an RV trailer at another time. D, you would think most SUVs have more space in a car, but it depends on the car. Your car, D, actually would have more square footage, I think, than my SUV does, or else we're very, very close. Now, if you could take your back seat out and use that trunk space, I think we would be very, very comparable. Hello, Lillian. Good to see you. He'll get stopped on the US side for sure. No, he's American. He's going home. The bathroom part is what scares George and Rose. Well, you know what? Let me just take a second. I'm going to show you guys right now what I'm doing, and I learned this from Dee. Let me just see. Ta-da! It is that doesn't show up very well. That's a coffee can. And inside of it's my hand sanitizer and my toilet paper and my bags. And that is what I'm using if I can't get to a public facility. Easy, doesn't take up much room. I'm actually going to be packing like I have less room than I really have. And again, I'll take a moment and explain that to you guys as well. SUVs are awesome, definitely. Right, the seat is the issue. Absolutely, Dee. I totally agree with you. I'm just trying to catch up. We got Lillian, a full dramatic. You got it, except, no, mine is Folgers too, because that lid sits on there very well. Tim, more bang for your bucks. Tim, I actually looked for your email today and I couldn't find it. I was going to see if maybe you wanted to share some advice on the live stream tonight about car camping, because I'm going to tell you guys, if you don't know Mo Bang for Your Bucks, he has tons of videos on car camping, and I mean way nicer car camping than I'm going to be doing. He has got every aspect of it figured out. So if one of my moderators wouldn't mind dropping Tim's link, that would be greatly appreciated, because he is definitely my resource for this trip. But I'm taking my full dramatic. That sounds dramatic. Whatever. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. You slept in a Mustang back in the 80s? Mm-hmm. You've packed a 2-person tent on a motorcycle. It's a good way to travel. And I've actually done that as well. This trip, though, I'm not tenting at all, because I'm probably going to be in some rural areas and city areas. So I really, really, really want to focus on the stealth aspect, which is something I've never done before. For all of you that have seen the ambulance that I converted, it is not stealth. It's absolutely 100% not stealthy. So this is going to be new for me. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. You're never too late. Papa, Texas, I haven't seen you in so long. Great to see you here. Charlie Grace says, Country Gals have been doing this forever. We figure out what to use at field parties. Oh, I can, I have that well under control, and I'm not above going outside. But if I'm in a location that I can't go outside and there's no bathrooms nearby, I have a backup plan. Prepare. Kind of hard with that coffee can. It's literally what I'm going to do is put a bag in it, bag it up every time I use it. I may bring another container later in my journey just for number 1. So we will focus on that later. Yeah, a coffee can under a seat. And now that I think about it, my grandma and grandpa used to take 5 granddaughters out on road trips, and we had something similar to that. It was an ice cream pail, though. Yeah, it was an ice cream pail Grandma always took. We never had to use it, but that is such a fun memory to have pop up, you guys. That's great. Let me see. You've called it a full dramatic since you were a kid. That's awesome. You have to be a good shot with a coffee can. Okay, let's remember I'm a girl. I just got to hover over the top. That's all I got to do, you guys. It's pretty easy. And the higher my knees are up, the easier it's going to be to get in there. Too much information. That was just way too much information. Oh, whatever. It is a Saturday night with Van Vita Travels. Why not talk about it? Hello, Amanda. Good to see you. Yeah, absolutely. Tim is going to have a ton of suggestions. And thank you, Nate, for dropping that link. So anybody here, I think most of you are familiar with Tim, but if you're not, go take a moment and sub to his channel and definitely take a look at some of the great things that he's got in there. There's too much stuff to actually list. Let me see what else we got in here, you guys. Your rear is too big for that little can. Okay, well, your whole butt's not doing the deed. Only certain areas. So only certain areas got to be over top. We'll see. It may not work. I'm not going to do a video showing me actually using it. I don't think. Depends if moose milk's involved. But I'm going to give it a try. And if it doesn't work, I will most definitely let you guys know. But I think it'll be just fine. Right, Tim. You're not supposed to sit on it. You hatch in it. And guys just got a point. I mean, really, how far are they standing away from it? They think they're going to have difficulty aiming. Celtic Nomad, welcome in. So what was the slogan for Shakespeare's camping shop? Now is the winter of our discount tents. I like that. I like that. Yeah, Jolly Matilda, a lot of squatting going on. And for all of us women that have gone outside, that can's going to be pretty nice. Zero splashback. You guys may not understand what that is, but I bet you every woman in here knows what I'm talking about. Guess you could say a coffee makes you poop. Yeah, and catches it. Fabulous. Everything in any kind of nomadic lifestyle has to have multiple purposes, right? There you go. Although I'm not keeping my coffee in it, but I will keep everything in it that I need for using the washroom. So it's not just that it's a can taking up a bunch of space. My goal on this trip, you guys, is to pack only, other than my window covers, pack only what I can fit in a suitcase. Even though I have the space of the whole SUV, I'm only going to take what I can fit in a suitcase. And this is why. So, and hello, Mark. Good to see you. So, for those of you that do or don't know, next week, I'm on my own again. Nate will be going back to the US. A lot of you will be seeing him at M22. And I hope he has just an amazing time. But at the same time, same weekend, in fact, my son is leaving home. He's going back out to Calgary, Alberta, to university. It's over 8 hours away, straight driving with no stops. And so I'm going to be taking him out there and moving him out. Now, he doesn't have a bunch of furniture that he's taking, but he has enough to fill pretty much the entire SUV. He's going to buy a bed when he's out there, and he's moving into a really big house with some of his friends. So there's a few of them to work together on getting furniture and stuff. So the SUV will work for transporting him out. And, you know, initially I didn't know if I was going to be taking him or not, but he said he would pay the gas if Mom drives him out to Calgary. So that's what I'm going to do. So then sitting here thinking, I am going to be all by myself. I don't want to just watch everybody leave me, right? So since I'm going all the way to Calgary and it's right by the Rocky Mountains and the gas has already been paid to Calgary and back, I could splurge a little and do a little bit of car camping out and around. So the reason everything has to fit in the suitcase is that's probably all I'm going to be able to get of mine into the SUV on our way out. On the way home, I would have all the room I needed, but I don't want to buy stuff when I'm gone. So basically, I am ransacking the ambulance, taking out the very basics that I need. Make sure I put the lid down when I'm done, Ron, when I'm done. Oh, that is a great title. The worst part of waking up is Folgers and yeah. That's my boyfriend. He's pretty nifty. Always got the funniest things, hey? Coffee can seems small. Might want a 5-gallon bucket. Now, in the ambulance, I do have a 5-gallon bucket that I use for my composting toilet. But in the car, I don't want to be carrying smells around with me, so it'll be dumped all the time. It's going to be bagged for each and every use and then in another garbage bag and disposed of as soon as I can at all times. That's why I only need something little. I'm not saving any of it up for one big dump, so I can definitely make it work. What does Tim say here? We should have a contest on squatting at M22. Well, you know what? I feel like I should really be there, you guys. I'm inspiring the Pringle Challenge, the potty squatty at M22. I mean, why did we not do this at Palapalooza? Oh my goodness, you guys are so crazy. Oh, Tim, thank you for the full dramatic fund. Awesome. I'm going to use that to buy the garbage bags. Really good garbage bags. Let me play it. Thank you. I am trying to catch up with you guys. You guys have some of the funniest comments. Watch out for wildlife. Absolutely. The areas that I'm driving has wildlife all the entire trip. Ice cream pail might be easier. Yeah. I don't have an empty ice cream pail, and I gotta tell you guys, geez, do I tell you now? I'm gonna be doing keto car camping. So Nate and I have started keto. We were gonna do it a while ago, but nah, it's summer. We're having fun. We eat whatever we want. It's great. So it hasn't even been a week that we've been doing it, and it's so much nicer doing it with someone else. Cleaned out stuff out of the cupboards that we can't eat, sending it with my son. So perfect timing to start keto. And we have a cupboard that's only stuff that we're allowed to eat. So one of the challenges is going to be finding foods that I can have and eat with very little cooking while I'm car camping. So that's why I can't get an ice cream pail. If I had not started keto, Debbie, you know me. I love my ice cream. I cannot sleep through a night if there's ice cream in the house without going to have some. So I definitely have to skip the ice cream pail. Dang it. Dang it. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you. Yes, Jeff. Hover. Oh, Kat, Folgers isn't your favorite coffee anymore? You know, I switch between Folgers and Maxwell House depending on which one's on sale. I'm pretty flexible that way. You can park the end of your hiney on the footboard of your car. Absolutely. So one of the things that we are doing tomorrow in order to prepare for car camping and fitting as much of Braden's stuff in it as we can on the way out is we're going to take the back seats out of the Equinox. I did a lot of Googling today, and there isn't a specific video on how to do that. So I'll definitely be making a video on how to remove the back seat out of a 2010 to a 2017 Chevy Equinox. There's going to be a lot of videos coming out of this trip because once Braden's dropped off and his stuff is unloaded, I'm going to be all on my own again, which I have not been for a really long time. Like, not since this 2022. It's been a really long time since I've been by myself, but it's going to be a short-lived phase. So I want to get the most that I can out of it. I want to make sure that I take advantage of it because Nate will be coming back to Canada as long as I let him back across the border. But we'll let him discuss that tomorrow night. Someone wants to drop the link for Land Cloud Adventures. He'll be discussing some of those plans tomorrow night on leaving Canada and returning back to the US. Let me see what else we got in here. And definitely, if you guys look below the ticker box that's moving, that is my Believer and Achiever members. Thank you guys so much. Share your emojis. And there's another little thing here that if you have questions and I get busy and I might miss it, if you just type at vanvidatravels in your question or comment, it will highlight me on the one side here, and that usually catches my eye. So thank you guys so much. Better practice a few times first. You know what? That is a really good idea. Yeah, I'm going to do it in the tub. Yeah, why not, right? Why not? I'm going to sit the can in the tub and I'm going to practice. Practice makes perfect. My goodness, you guys. Papa Texas, the bucket is just going to have bags in it to cover it. I go to the washroom, tie up the bag, throw it out. We'll see how it goes. This is my plan. I think I've done enough research and talked to enough people that it should work. In the car, though, there's a lot of stuff to hang on to help me keep my balance. So I should be good, Sandy. So Lillian wants to know, when is this car camping when is this car camping happening? So next Saturday, my son and I are going to get up early. We're going to drive out to Calgary. We're going to unload all of his stuff. I'm going to do my live stream from their new place. He'll be starting university the week after that. And I'm going to head west. And I'll show you guys a little map of the areas that I'm going to be in a few minutes. Let me just catch up with the chat again. And if you haven't voted, feel free to put your vote in there. You know what? Papa Texas having that ring on your butt. That's the difference, I think, between boys and girls. Boys seem to take a lot longer to go to the bathroom than we do when it's number 2. That's just my personal experience. So I'm not really worried about marks on my butt. Yeah, because no one's going to see my butt anyways. Let me scroll down. Yeah, I will be all on my own at once, and it is going to be so weird. Oh my gosh, TV2 Live, where have you been? Where have you been? I don't even know if you've been doing live streams or not. This is one thing I noticed the other week. I hadn't been in a lot of live streams. I started watching one, and I was seeing people like Ava and Lucy with Bonelli Adventures, and I'm like, how come I'm never getting notifications for their channels? I haven't watched anything from them in a really long time. Go to check into each of their channels. YouTube unsubbed me. It's something that happens a lot. So TV2 Live, I don't know if that's happened to me, but I'm going to make sure that I check. No audio because you're live streaming. All is fantastic. Fantastic. Thunderbox pooper. Would it echo? I don't want to know. You'll have to ask that question later. Okay, so Tim says, I heard that Dunkin' Donuts is pretty gourmet and sweet. For a sweet poop and a pee, dunking it. Mark, so the reason that I'm car camping and not taking the ambulance is the cost of fuel, you guys. It would be so much easier if I took the ambulance and more comfortable. But my car uses gas, and it's $1.47 a liter. So let me work that out really quick for my American friends to what that is a gallon. So 147.9 a liter, times 3.78, $5.59 a liter. And that has dropped about $2 a gallon since Nate's been here. Now, diesel is, and it just recently dropped, it's $1.86 a liter, which is over $7 a gallon. So, yeah, that is a huge, huge difference in expense. Plus, my SUV is much better on fuel, so I can actually afford going out there. I mean, Braden's paying for most of the fuel anyways. Love you, kiddo. But that was the agreement. And so I'm taking advantage of the situation. Let me just catch up again. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah. So I don't know when all my American friends get holidays, but here in Canada, so people like Tracy and Amanda and we get a long weekend in September. We actually get 2 long weekends in September now, but this one I will have my Saturday, Sunday. Monday's a holiday. Tuesday, I worked a Friday off, so I have it banked. So I'm going to use a bank day. Then I'm going to use 2 vacation days, and then it's my regular Friday off, and I have the weekend. So I'm going to have 10 or 11 days, you guys, that I'm going to be living out of the car, living out of the SUV. So it is going to be different for me for sure. Meet up with Matt from Van Life Plus. I never even considered that. That's a great idea. Thank you so much for that suggestion. Tom, Folger's great to the last drop. Ew. Oh, okay. Oh, how far behind am I? That was at 8:15. I am 10 minutes behind. Oh my gosh, I'll catch up, you guys. You asked how long you could do it. You figure about a week, and I just finished, and you put that in before I gave the answers. I'm going to try 10 days. And the reason I'm feeling that week too is because I'm actually working at a town training a new co-worker in another rural area that's actually 3 hours from where I live. So on the way home, I'm not coming straight home after those 10 days of car camping. I'm staying in a community that's on the way home and working for 3 days. So I definitely have to make sure that I put on my list to pack some work clothes with me on this trip. Yeah, I agree, Kat. Unless I'm going deep into the woods, I'll probably find a real potty at least once a day for sure. Freezer gallons of plug bags. Hey, Daryl, good to see you here. Oh, you guys are funny. I am going to catch up with this chat, you guys. You're getting very non-specific threats, Diane. You still have your poop bucket from your van back in the 90s? That must be a pretty fancy poop bucket. You know, I have one of those chemical little porta potty kind of toilets, and I consider taking it with me, but it takes up too much room. I don't care how much chemical I put in it, it's still going to have an odor, and I am not sleeping beside my head right beside that. It is not going to happen at all. Hey, Ronald, good to see you. It'll be more than frying. In the areas I'm going right now, I haven't really heard anything about big fires at this point in time, so I'm really lucky for that. Oh, Debbie, that's right. Braden could. You know what? Braden and Nate, there is something wrong with them. Like something. I am seriously concerned about those two guys. They don't like sweets. What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? No toilet demonstration. Hey, Charlotte, good to see you here. She bought an oval pitcher at a dollar store that worked perfect to pee in. You know what? I saw something today looking online that was very similar to that. So that is something else to consider as well. A small funnel would work too. But here's the catch. That small funnels have a really small tube at the bottom. And so when you go, especially when you first start going, it goes quite quick. And so I'd need something that had better flow. That makes sense. Too much information. Okay, let me see. Tracy says, in an SUV, you can do it, Paula. It'll be very nice. Chris and I are on keto next week also. We have to leave all our food with the kids because they can't take anything with them to the US. So if anyone doesn't know, Tracy is one of the two of Tumbleweed RV Life. If one of my moderators could take a moment and find their link and drop that in the chat. They're fellow Canadians. I got to spend quite a bit of time with them this summer, which I am so thankful for. Amazing people. And if you want to check out their channel, they are going to be starting their journey all the way to Baja, Mexico. So that is definitely something you guys are not going to want to miss. There hasn't been as many nomads traveling that far, because we had the pandemic for the 2 years, but now with everything open, it's really nice to see a lot of friends of mine being able to continue following with their dreams. It's awesome. Yes, Tim, cooking is limited to boiling water and warming up food. So pick your food wisely. Exactly. So, and it's out in the car right now. I'm taking my little butane stove. I debated if I was going to bother or not. I mean, especially with keto, as long as I can keep most of my foods cool, I'm fine. There's lots of stuff I can eat keto that doesn't need to be cooked, but I will not give up my coffee. Absolutely not. So today at Canadian Tire, they had a little collapsible kettle on sale, $20 off the normal price, and they only had one left. So I was doing some searching online for best prices because I like to do my research. And so I went and got that today. So I have it. It has a bigger lid though, so I can use it as a pot or a kettle. So yeah, I'm going to be definitely using that for my coffee. And I'm not sure if I'm going to coffee press or do the filter over a cup, which is also my collapsible coffee cup. So pretty excited. Let's see what they say. You can use a coffee filter for toilet paper as well. It doesn't change the taste of the coffee, though. It does change the taste. I better read that correctly. I'd hate to give people misinformation. Yeah. Coffee filters are the one thing that's not going to have a double purpose. And in fact, if I use a coffee press, I won't need that at all. But it depends if I can fit it into that suitcase that I'm taking with. So anyone that's recently joined, even though I'm camping in the SUV, I cannot take with me more than what I can fit in a suitcase because my son's stuff's going to be in there. Mark just got rid of his small dorm fridge and installed a 2-door fridge freezer. Lots of room for ice cream. That's fantastic. And hopefully, Mark, the next time I see you, I will not be doing keto and we will have some ice cream. And there has to be chocolate in it. Just saying. Just saying. So, Lillian, that is a really good idea. There's a couple things about those Mountain House meals that's why I'm not going to use them. Number one, they're really expensive. They would work great in the car camping, great to transport. They don't need to be refrigerated and I can just boil water, but they're also not keto. So even if I wanted to splurge on them, they don't fit in with the way that I'm eating right now. So I'm going to skip that one. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. The boyfriend channel. Thanks, Tim. How far am I? That was 8:20. It's 8:31. Oh, gosh. Hey, Bad Janelle. Good to see you guys here. Hello, James. You heard some of the 3 buckets work the best. Hilarious. Oh, wait. What do we got here? An 8-ball. Lillian, I forgot that 8-ball even worked anymore. Let me see. Did you get an answer? Is Nate going to propose? I don't think so, sweetheart. Actually, we just hit 7 months together. Enough crappy talk, Mark. You're hilarious. Make sure that you have a foam or something soft to sleep on as well as a good pillow. I am bringing 1 pillow and I'm bringing an air mattress. I would have brought one of the foamies off one of the beds, you know, those like 2-inch foamies, because those are actually pretty good. But I will be taking an air mattress because it's a lot more compact. Sorry, guys, just going to take a second to catch up. Fresh sausages for breakfast. Yeah, if I take 1 pan and a spatula, I can definitely do eggs and bacon and sausage and all that really good stuff. So in other words, if you're in the dumpster, don't touch the bags, right? Thank you. Yes, guys do take longer than we do to go number 2. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so far behind. But there's a reason why. Steve says it's because they're contemplating world events. Well, in fact, I think Nate just mentioned he solved world hunger just the other day. So, I mean, I haven't checked the news, but we'll definitely have to look out for that. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, YouTube definitely unsubs us a lot. So we need to go in and check. Fuel prices are huge. Tim, you are definitely a leader on affordable travel. Now, if I wanted to take a tent, and I love tenting, you guys, I have no problem setting it up and down every day. Because I am by myself, I don't know if I feel like it's a little less safe because I'm not going to be necessarily in campgrounds and I'm going to be in cities as well. So I will be skipping the tent on this trip. Also, September in Canada is really unpredictable for weather. It can get really cold or it can be really hot. So I'm just going to figure out all the ways to work it in the car. Amen to minivans. You'd rather spend a lot more money on the comforts of home than a car. Yeah, I'm not really, what I'm trying to do, you guys, is not spend any money. And other than that collapsible kettle I bought today, which I wanted for the ambulance anyways, I'm taking everything out of the ambulance. So for example, these towels, these are like the little, they're not microfiber. I'd have to look them up for you guys, but I'm not sponsored or anything. This is 3 towels. Like it's little and they absorb a lot and they dry really quick. Those are out of the ambulance. You all remember the old hot flash fan? Got to charge that up. That's from the ambulance. These little lights, they have a remote. I'm not going to need the remote, but I can just push them on and off. Again, I'm going to Velcro them to the roof in the car. That's out of the ambulance. Let me see what else is there. Oh, this I took from outside in the yard. These are my little solar lights. So these, oh, you can't see it unless I put it in front of me. These are going to charge these little lights for some light inside. and I don't have to worry about anyone seeing that I'm in there. I'm going to put a rod for when I'm in the city across the back of the front seat and not put anything on the front and side windows if I can, if I'm in a city, so it's not obvious. But I have made, oh, can you see that? I've made these for actually every window in the SUV. So when I'm out in like a park or something and I'm boondocking, I have one for every single window. And you guys, I spent no money on this. I have a lot of Reflectix left from doing the ambulance conversion. And the cover, so it's not so obvious, the black is going to be to the outside. This is from some old landscaping fabric that I had. So I didn't spend any money on that either. Duct taped it together. Done. Done. I did consider the shower thing. I'm not going to buy stuff to do a setup outside and shower. Parks are still open. There's lots of ways I can probably find a shower. But baby wipes are coming with me. These are amazing. And I did learn on my trip this winter that it is worthwhile to find out which ones you really like. And the Aveeno baby ones are really, really nice. And so I can use them on my face. I can wash my body. I can take my makeup off. It's pretty good. I really like it. Again, I'm so far behind. How is this coming through? I have a blur in the background without a green screen, so I can see around the edges of me. It's not working well, but I'm just wondering if it's restricting my movements. Yeah, I'm not 45 minutes behind. I'm telling all the secrets. Oops, sorry, Nate. That was a long time ago. And thank you guys for dropping Tumbleweed RV Life's channel. You guys are awesome. A major bridge washed out in British Columbia. There was a lot of problems last year with all the water. Why am I wearing a hoodie? It's actually not cool up here right now. The air conditioner. I'm in the house with central air, and I just had a shower before the live stream, and I just quickly threw this on because it's comfortable. But we've been we've pretty much been around 30 Celsius all summer, which for us is unusual that we've had that consistent warm temperature all the way through. We've had some more, some less, but this has definitely been a warmer winter than I ever remember us having. Hey, Kenneth, good to see you here. And thanks, buddy, for sharing out the live stream. I always appreciate you. Hey, Cass. Hello, hello. All right, I am behind. Let me catch up. My gosh. Only 3 mods. You know what, Tim? I don't have very many mods anymore. I took most of them out before I went on my trip this year. I'm skipping some of the comments about the holes and the hole saws. Kids, behave. Don't behave. It's Saturday night. Yeah, definitely going to practice in the bathroom. Keto is a very cheap thing. I imagine that's what Tracy's talking about to do on the road. One of the things that's very different in the US than Canada, where I live in Canada, I should clarify that. There's not as many really good shelf-stable options for food as I found when I was in Arizona. But when I'm in Calgary, I'll definitely be stocking up on some of that stuff for my whole lifestyle. Yeah, Tom, that's the diet I've been on for years. I see food and I eat it, and it's been amazing. Unfortunately, if I want to continue to do that, I'm going to have to shed a few pounds first. I want to do some hiking. I want to do some stuff, and it just gets so hard when a person's carrying so much extra weight. And I am ignoring all the comments about how far behind I am. Yes, Lillian, absolutely. I'm going to check that the air mattress fits. It is a single one. What is the back thing on my head? It's just the sunglasses, and it's when I move, then it causes the green screen to look funny. Yeah, Tracy wouldn't be in a tent all by herself either. And yes, Steve, I'm going to check the tent for leaks. In fact, I was just talking to Nate about that right before I started the live stream. And you know what? If there is, I'll just take one of my little water floaties. If I'm going to be in the area with the mountains, it's going to be too cold. The water will be too cold to probably do it. But then it could be an air mattress or it can be a water floaty, right? 2 purposes. And I do not think I'm first. Yes, definitely expect some really cold mountains in British Columbia. I think I'm going to go that far. I'm not sure. I'm pretty close. Are we talking about my reading glasses? That's not my reading glasses. First rule of camping, you can't sleep well if you wait. First rule of camping, if you can't sleep well, it's not a good trip. Absolutely. Hey, Eric, good to see you here. I need to check up and see where in the world you are at the moment, Mr. Traveling Man. Yep, use wipes for cleaning. Make a list of everything I need and then cut it in half. And that's what I'm going to be doing, Kat. Like, I've made a list today and then I started bringing some stuff in. And like I said, if I can't fit everything into a suitcase, I have to keep making cutbacks. Now, if any of you have watched some of my old videos, last fall I did some traveling with a big purse only as my personal item on some really cheap flights if you didn't have any luggage, no carry-ons, no luggage. And so I did that. But now I'm not going to be staying with anyone. So I'll need a little bit of soap and different things like that. But there will be lots of videos of these different things coming out for you guys. I'm pretty excited to start making videos again. I feel like this summer I've been hanging around home a lot and there hasn't been really anything to record for you guys, but I'm pretty excited about this and sharing it. What if you paid for a bus ticket? Can't take a bus because I am transporting my son's belongings to his new home. Oh my goodness, have I caught up? No wet wipe is recommended to flush. Do your plumber a favor and don't. That is true. Even any ones that they say are flushable, they're not. In fact, where I live, I have to get the Roto-Rooter people out every year at least once to snake through the sewers, and we have some tree roots. So the city actually covers that expense. And when they come, they tell me like even any toilet paper that has an animal on it, you shouldn't buy it, because it seems to be any of them have an animal on them are always the more luxurious ones, and they're the ones that will clog up your system the most. I thought that was a pretty interesting thing to know. Definitely do not want to spend a lot of money. Let me see what Mark's got. I should have probably read this first, but Nate, a 65-year-old man, was looking sad on a bench. Someone asked, "What's wrong?" He said, "It's my birthday and my wife bought me an SUV." "That's great, but why so sad?" "Socks, underwear, Viagra." How is that bad? How is that bad? Everyone needs socks. Everyone needs underwear. And I tell you, the other one's not going to hurt, especially if they're 65 years old. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I can see where it took a full-size van. My son doesn't have furniture yet because when he lived out in Calgary before for school, he lived in residence. It already came furnished. One of his friends is taking U-Haul for their stuff, and so he will be taking my freezer with him that all the boys are going to share. But and he's going to buy a bed when he gets out there. So we're going to fit as much as we can in here for him before we go. What's so funny? What's so funny? What's so Oh, you guys are laughing at Mark. I get it. Back that truck up. I see what's going on now. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the poll and I'm going to close that poll down. End poll. Let me see. So 74% of you have never lived out of a car. 25% of you have. And that was 59 votes. Thank you guys so much for being good sports and participating in that. I always find it really interesting to know. Bad Cat says sleeping on the floor is a college tradition. Yeah, when they're at a party. Actually, the boys, there's 5 of them from here that are all moving in together, and they've got a 5-bedroom house. So it's a bigger city, so everything's very expensive. And actually for them to spend a couple grand on a house and the utilities works out to being cheaper than what Braden paid staying in residence. So it's pretty good. What do you mean no socks allowed? Oh, dang. I got to buy some socks and pack them. I refused to replenish my sock supply until my son left home because he steals all my socks. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only parent that's ever had this problem. Oh my goodness. Give him a coach. Oh, give him the couch. Yeah, Nate, I tried to get him to take the couch. If they can find room for it in that U-Haul, they'll take that one couch that I want to get rid of. Thank you, Keely. Thank you for that. So Tim says 11 days, a very small hatchback, even had a fridge and made egg rolls out of it. Of course, Tim can do anything. Now remember, when Tim travels, he's already got his rig built out. Mine will not be built out. I will not be able to set anything up until I get to Calgary and Braden's stuff is taken out of the car. So yeah, I'm not taking much. If I could, I would definitely take my cooler. I'm not going to have room for that, so I'm going to take a cooler bag, right? There's different ways of adjusting, and these are all items that I do have around the house. He just needs a couch. There's no way ladies can stay with him because his bed isn't big enough. Well, let me tell you, Crystal, I offered him to take the twin bed out of one of the bedrooms, but not the queen size bed. I need that here for when company comes. And now that my brother and his family live in the province, they come and visit. So I told him he could take the twin bed and it wasn't big enough. Just saying, he's not going to be satisfied with just the couch. And yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, stealing socks. Socks need to be replaced monthly. I'm lucky if I get to see my socks. You guys are awesome. Debbie, right? Tim could even make egg rolls in his shower tent. Nothing stops that guy. Oh my goodness. Diane's granddaughter stole 7 pairs of socks in a day. Cass's youngest steals all the socks. Hey, Karen with Exploring Canada, a fellow Saskatchewan traveler. You went 11 days in June in your SUV with 2 dogs. You can do it. Thank you. Speaking of dogs, again, I am not taking my dogs with me on this trip. Even if I kept them in the car and had the temperatures regulated on the way home, I'm working and I may be staying in a hotel, but either way, I'm spending 8 hours a day away from them and I can't just leave them in the car. So my neighbor's daughter, sweetheart of a girl, is going to watch the dogs for me. Mismatched socks have been a thing forever. Forever. It is crazy. Socks, I know. It's ridiculous. RV BFE, hello, hello. Oh, too bad you're having buffering, but it's so good to see you guys here. Awesome. It kind of feels like a family reunion tonight. There's a lot of people that have been busy over the summer, and a lot of us are getting together on the live streams again, and it's really, really nice. I miss everybody. I really wished I could go to M22, but because I got to take Braden all the way to Calgary, I didn't want to make a plan to go all the way down to M22 again either, because that is a lot of travel, a lot of fuel, and I don't have enough time to do that. Whereas this trip, the way it works out with days I have to have unpaid off because of my work contract and the stat holidays that we have in Canada, I only really need 2 days off. So when you can take only 2 vacation days and have 7, 8, 9 days, that's pretty cool. How can I not take advantage of that? What did I miss that I'm getting ones in here? Tim believes in it, me. He knows I can do it in the car. I can live in the car. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate your faith in me. What were the ones for Kat and Nate? I missed it. You replace your socks once a year, but underwear every few months? I have too many pairs, so maybe that's why I don't have to replace them as much, although they probably should be now. Socks usually every year. Once a year I go and I throw out all our socks and I buy a couple big bags of socks that are all the same color, and then they always have a partner. It works. It works. Do what you can do. Oh, Steve, thanks for dropping your link in the chat. Channel members, there's a lot of stuff you guys have had available to you that nobody's been doing for a while. So remember, if you're a channel member, you can do the exclamation point in your channel name, no spaces, no capitals, and it'll drop the link to your channel. So anyone else that's new here in the chat that has not met you or seen your channel can find you. So it'd be really great if you guys could do that. Fantastic. My brother, the Morris family, says socks are replaced only when the holes are so big that they actually bug them too much. You guys are hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah, she is. Hey, Nash, good to see you. She's watching my dogs. I'm actually going to give her some money. She didn't ask for any. She already said, yeah, she would take care of them. But I'm going to give her some money for it because I really appreciate it. And one thing that's nice about this time of year, otherwise I don't really have to worry about the house. I mean, if we get any flooding, it's already flooded, and I haven't rebuilt it yet. And I don't have to worry about pipes freezing and stuff. So it's a little bit easier to manage going away in the fall. I actually really like it. Clean socks only. I'm missing some stuff, you guys. Just trying to catch up. What is this? Yeah, wearing mismatched socks. Your grandson does that every day. A lot of kids do. It's funny. It's almost like it's a fashion statement. It definitely would put an end to that, wouldn't it? Oh, Dee, that's right. You're in Arizona and it's hot all the time. So you only wear socks in rainy weather or really cold. I do need to make sure I have a good pair of socks for in my runners if I'm going to do any hiking. And I'm going to need a pair of socks for when I sleep if it gets cold. Oh, where are you staying? Thank you so much for becoming one of the Van Vita Travels Dreamers. You should have access to, I'll have to program, I'll be right there. I'm going to have to program in your channel so you can drop a link. So link, I'm just writing for where are you staying. So the next live stream that I have, you will be able to drop your link in chat, but everybody has access to the emojis right away. It's just one thing I have to program in my stream elements. Right? Ever since you have white socks only, no mismatched socks. Tim knows exactly what I'm talking about. Linda and Naj are saying hello to everyone. Let me just see. Thank you for dropping Kevin's channel. He is the newest member. Thank you so much, Tim, for dropping that channel link. You guys make sure you go and take a look at that. Thank you for doing that. I have the best moderators ever. That way, now you guys know who one of my newest channel members are. And Steve, wow, 18 months you've been helping support my channel. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. Proud Van Vita members, Oki and Steve. You guys are adorable. You really are. Wait a minute. What does Celtic Nomad says? I just put a sock on my doorknob to let people know I'm getting busy with another sock. Again, I probably should have read that through before I read it out loud. And try yours again without... Oh, yours is probably just Ann J. I think I programmed that in before you added Sunday drives, but don't put a space between the exclamation mark. Quick recap as to why I'm going to be in the car. So I'm going to be car camping in my SUV, Karen. Nate is going back to the US and Braden is moving out to Calgary all on the same weekend. And I have to take Braden out there. And so because he has no big furniture, we're fitting all of his stuff in the SUV. And then since I'm already out in Calgary, I'm going to do some car camping for the next 9 days after that. And then stopping at Swift Current to work for 3 days with a new coworker and do a little bit of training. So it is too expensive to take the ambulance for a short-term trip because the cost of diesel is more expensive. Plus it's worse mileage. So this is an affordable trip for me to do it. So I'm squeezing this trip in this fall on my teeny tiny budget. And it actually feels really good. It feels really good to not get in debt for a big trip. Okay, Tim's worked and Let me see. I missed Anne's comment for a minute there. Does someone want to see if they can drop Anne's? It was before she added the hyphens. I'm going to see if I can get it to go. Let me type it here and see. There we go. Thank you, Nate, for dropping Anne's link. I just did the exclamation mark Anne J to see if it showed. I'm going to have to double check that one, Anne. Anne J. I got that written down. It's going to get done tonight before I go to sleep. Yeah, I don't know that she had Sunday drives in there. I'm trying to remember, Anne, exactly how you had it worded before the Sunday drives. But I will get that fixed. I'm trying to catch up. All right. I am caught up. Tim, you have to do more bang for your bucks. I think the whole thing. I didn't give you any shortcuts. Yours has been programmed for a really long time too. So let me see if I can just type it in and how that one will go. Oops, don't put a space in. So if my moderators want to drop, you can see who channel members are. If you want to drop their links with the exclamation mark. Dee's, yours isn't either? Oh my goodness, maybe I'm having a problem with my stream elements. Because I just typed in Tim's, and that should. It's been a while since anyone's done any link dropping. Richie Vegas, hello. So yeah, it's too expensive to take the ambulance for 10 days as far as I'm going. So I'm going to take the car. I'm going to work it out. I do not know why these links aren't going, you guys. Because Nate, did you try yours? Thank you, Keely, for catching these. Thank you, my amazing moderators, for catching up with this glitch. I thought Stream Elements was running. We will get it resolved. California travel videos. It's so good to see you guys. You just put a video out, and I was so surprised to see one of your videos. It's been so long. I know you guys have been busy, but it's been really great to see your faces. So Nate's trying his. We'll see if it works. Yeah, his isn't either. Okay, there's definitely a glitch going on. I'm going to have to go make sure that it's still linked to my channel. Oh, Tim, you heard that Stream Elements will quit working if you don't use it for a while. Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since anyone's done that. Thank you, moderators. Oh, it's Grace that's here with California Travel Videos. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to share another screen with you guys. Hang on. And I am going to show you where I'm actually traveling. So for anyone that doesn't know exactly where I live in Weyburn, Saskatchewan, right here. That's a really weird picture for the hover. That's where I live. So I'm right above South Dakota, alongside the border to Montana. So this yellow line here is our #1 highway that goes all the way through Saskatchewan. You can see here is Swift Current. That's 3 hours from home. And that's where I'm going to be doing some work in 2 weeks on my way home. But I'm going to follow up through here. I have an auntie in Medicine Hat that I would like to stop and visit. And I have an cousin in Calgary that I would like to stop and visit. And this is where Braden is moving. So you can see this drive is over 800 kilometers of a drive. And then right here is Banff. So if you guys go back to last September, I had some videos out on me spending a weekend in Banff for under $100. I can definitely do it for a lot less now that the car is going to be prepared to stay in, because I'll save half of that money on what I had spent in a hostel. So because I'm already this far to Calgary, all of this is the beginning of the mountains. All here, Banff National Park, there's Jasper National Park. If I go a little farther in here, there's some hot springs. If there's a road, let me zoom in a little. Okay, so if I go past Banff and I come in, I can go to the Radium Hot Springs. I can check out a couple other places. Fernie's a big ski resort in the winters out here. And then I can travel home. So this area here, there's something that I learned on just the west side of this Highway 22. All over here, the part that's still Alberta, you can't just camp on Crown land like you do in other areas of that province. Our Crown land is what you guys call BLM. But what there is, you guys, is they have a pass, and it's an Alberta Public Lands Pass, and it's only $30 for the year. So if I'm going to stay in that area, I think it'll be worthwhile because then I'm not spending money on camping, right? I got to do a little bit more research. So I probably will get that Alberta Public Lands Pass. Now, the thing is, the pass is not good for the national parks, provincial parks, any park that's actually in here. I can't use it. But if I want to go into south of Canmore, there's another park called Kananaskis, and it's all this area. And to even drive into that area, there's a daily, weekly, yearly fee. But if you go on a Wednesday, it's called Wilderness Wednesday, and it's a free day. So and it's only the first Wednesday of each month, which coincidentally, September 7th is the first Wednesday of the month. So I will car camp somewhere out in this area here and make a video to show you guys. And I'm thinking, depending on the cost of fuel out here, I might go in through the mountains and show you guys some of this part. My favorite parts of Canada is Alberta and the west side of Alberta and all of British Columbia. So I'd like to be able to show you guys a little bit of that. And there's more hot springs down here. I love hot springs, you guys. I just love it. So anyone that knows these areas, if you have recommendations on this route for things to stop and see, by all means, please email me and let me know. So Calgary is here. I come in on the number 1. You see all the little green number 1s on the highway. If I continue, I'm going to go down and south. So I'll be going home through Lethbridge, Tabor, all those areas, back that way to, where am I? To Swift Current, right here. And then from there, once I'm done work, the rest of the way back home here. Yep. That is where I am going. That is my basic route. I'm gonna stop screen and try to catch up to what I missed. So Kat says that we'll compare some trip costs later. She's going to M22 and then the Alabama Hills and then home. So roughly about 5,000 miles. Kat, you are definitely driving farther than I am on this trip. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Dream on Wheels. Oh, DJ's worked, but Dream on Wheels had issues with their links as well. Okay, thank you for that. There's nothing wrong with the ambulance. Paul is doing fly, drive, and camping. So yeah, that's right. The way I'm doing it so that on the way out, because of the circumstances, having everything in the suitcase means I could, if that works for me, I could take that suitcase and I could fly anywhere I wanted and rent a car and boondock that way. Can you imagine the amount of money that you would save on a big trip that way? It'd be phenomenal. And you would have still so much freedom and less travel time to get to where you want to be. So yeah, I can do that for sure. I mean, once I have it set up and I'm on my way home, if I find something I want to buy, great, but I really don't want to spend any money. Everybody needs to do the drive between Banff and Jasper once in a lifetime. It's awesome. Absolutely agree with you guys. It's gorgeous. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, you guys can see some beautiful landscape. And now that I have some other camera systems, I can show you guys more of the drive. It can speed it up. I got a really nice camera for Christmas from my mom that's like a GoPro. So I'm going to be using that on the dash. I got to make sure that I get that out. Let me write that on my list. Let me write that GoPro. Take that out of the ambulance too so that I can use that. So it should be pretty cool. Hey Dale, how's it going? Good to see you. You are out at with Michael, Navigation Nowhere, if anybody remembers Michael and that channel. I believe Bad Janelle are still out there as well. Yes, Nash, I will definitely be making you guys videos. And Grace, absolutely, you need to get up to the Rocky Mountains in Canada. It's beautiful. Although, you know, you guys, when I came down in the winter and I came down in, what was that, I-15, there's a lot of really pretty places too that I would like to see there in the summertime. Don't forget to check out my cheap blackout curtain for the fly drive in camp. All right. Although I did already make all my window covers. Yeah. They were so easy to do. So easy to do. I should have made a video on it. No one wants to see that. But I really like that I did that. I was going to initially just use curtains and some Velcro tabs so that it was lighter and I could pack it in that suitcase. These window coverings are my exception to the rule because they're so skinny, because I needed a little bit of thermal insulation from the hot and cold. So that's going to be awesome. Hey, Cody, good to see you here. Catching up. Everybody's talking about some winter plans next year. That's awesome. Okay, so what else did I want to share with you guys? We're talking about Nate and Braden leaving in the same weekend. I'm going to do some car camping. I'm going to work out of town. I'm going to be doing lots of videos. It's still going to be live streaming for sure for you guys because I've missed you guys a lot. I'm going to be visiting some family if I can connect with them on the way home. And I'm going to be keto camping, and I'm going to be finding hot springs. And I want to know, what adventures do you guys think I should look for and do on this trip? What is an adventure that you recommend? Hey, Shanna, so good to see you. Yes, Tim, for sure. I put out a short, what was that, a couple weeks ago, Tim? Gary V had put a short out, or a video and stuff out about not worrying about making content. Just document what's going on. And because I'm going to be traveling and I'm going to be doing stuff, that's so much less stress. And I get to really give you guys a better view of what I'm seeing rather than justifying if I think it's content or not, right? Anything should be content because a lot of you have never been here. And so you might find it interesting. If you don't watch. If you do, watch, right? So I'm just going to be documenting because that's originally why this channel even started. I never thought anyone was going to watch it. I was making videos just to document my conversion in the ambulance and a little bit of that process, and it's grown into something more. So it's awesome. Nate says I should try cliff jumping. I'm going to make a list. We'll have to do some Googling, and I'll see if there's any cliff jumping options. Cliff jumping. Anybody got anything else a little less scary? Nate, I think I need to be on a hot tropical holiday before I can find a place to cliff jump. Just saying. Hey, John, good to see you here. He encourages people to live in their cars. Camping's okay. The Ambogon, no. It's just a lot cheaper for this short trip. Because it's only 9 to 10 days to do it in the car, and the cost of fuel and diesel's dramatically different. Like there's about probably $1.75 a gallon difference in the price. So yeah, or exactly, Anne. Like, because that's another thing. Because watching yours, right? You show the drive, and sometimes you go back and you can see things you didn't even realize was happening at the time, and so that's really awesome. Keely. I wish you wouldn't cliff jump. Chances are it's going to be okay, Keely. Does anybody have something else that I can do? Debbie, yes, record some of the stuff at the hot springs. When my son was 7 and when he was 9, we did a couple trips out west. Just the two of us. We had a teeny tiny little car. It was a little Avail, really good on gas. And we stopped at some hot springs and stuff. And there's some pretty cool ones. So hopefully I'll be able to come across those without getting too far west. Yeah, John, I was just watching that video today. Steve Wallace, he's a Canadian. I believe he's from Alberta. He has a YouTube channel and his wife just passed away. Yeah, that's really sad. Cliff jumping is dangerous. It could be deadly. Okay, well, Naj, can you think of anything else maybe that I could do? Maybe. Oh, I remember when we went to Nelson, BC and went on a little trolley car. Oh, I got to look through some old pictures to see if there's some other stuff, because doing any of the things I did before now will be a very different experience, because before I was doing it with a child and now it's just me, a big child. So it'd be more fun for me. Wrestle a grizzly. All right. Oh, wait, what was Kat's idea? Milk a moose. I dare you. You know, if I stayed around Banff enough, I'd probably have one walk up to me, because they're fairly tame because they're around so many people in the national park, but I don't think they're going to let me moose them. Milk them, moose them. Oh my God, I can't even speak English anymore. I don't even know if I'm gonna actually go up to Jasper. My mom and I went up to Jasper, I think, Mom, when was that? Like 4 years ago? 4? I think 4 years ago we did a trip up there, but I like the Banff area a lot more, and the area into British Columbia there. So Charlotte RV Grandma says, in the 70s, coming back to Seattle from Massachusetts, we took number 1 across Canada. Favorite part was seeing the Rockies after crossing the prairies, right? It's so exciting. And when you get through the prairies, and if you're going farther south to hit the number 3 highway, you go through Pincher Creek, and it's so windy there. There's nothing but those big I want to say windmills, but that's not it. You know, those great big white things with the big things that generate all the power. What is that called again? I might goose a moose, Cat. Yeah, I might give one a good goose, but I don't think I'll try to milk it. Don't ever moose a milk, right? Whitewater rafting. I did that where was it? Nicaragua? No, that was in Costa Rica. That was pretty interesting. I don't know if my body can handle that anymore, though. I don't want to go dumpster diving. I think there's channels and shows dedicated to that, but I don't know. Tickle a pine tree. Don't ever goose a moose. I love you guys correcting people on the things to never do. All of you are looking out for me. Oh, and it looks like we have another channel member. Thank you so much, Tim and Ty. Scrolling on. So my Stream Elements is doing some of its stuff and it's not doing some of the other. I'll definitely have to take a look. A windmill, a turbine. Yes, a turbine. Just losing my marbles today. Oh, magnet fishing. I'm not cliff jumping into a dumpster, Nate. Magnet fishing would be interesting. I would have to get a special fishing license in another province in order to do that. Rappelling? No. Too scared. Dumpster diving? I'd need to be like in a hazmat suit or something to feel like I could do that. My sunglasses have become a hair accessory. Yeah, some people do feed their families dumpster diving. Absolutely. There's a lot of people that support their families from fixing and repairing things that they found in the dumpsters that have been thrown away and are really quite fine. Yes, sometimes words are hard. Oh my gosh, though, I'm doing okay because I'm caught up with chat and I'm over an hour into this. It's like an hour and 15 minutes already, you guys. You're awesome for hanging in there. So what else do I have? So you guys, I asked you some adventures. Oh, okay. And I'm going to answer Debbie's question in a moment, but I would like you guys to answer this for me. If, just take a minute to think about it. But what do you think would be the number one thing to remember to take car camping? Maybe the thing you think is the most important, or maybe the biggest thing to take the most people forget. I'm really looking forward to your guys' tips. You guys are awesome at helping me any other trips that I've done. So I'm looking forward to see some of your responses here. The dumpsters behind Nordstrom. Ooh, get some clothes. A whole lifetime ago, I used to manage a 7-Eleven store, and we had gentlemen that used to go into the dumpsters and stuff. So the sandwiches we make, because of health regulations, once you hit that date, you couldn't sell them anymore, and you couldn't give them away because of the expiry date and the possibility of food poisoning. So we would have to throw it in the garbage. So night staff always bagged those sandwiches and set it on the ground beside the dumpster. And so then if that was something that someone needed, they had the option to take that. Gold panning is a great idea. Yeah, thank you, Kat. That's why I can't speak English. No moose milk because I'm on a diet. I've had too much moose milk in the in 2022, especially when I first got to the US with you guys. But yeah, definitely going to be skipping that for a little while, which is not a problem at all. Yeah, so what is something you absolutely think I should make sure of? Let me just catch up here and see what suggestions you guys have. Nate says to remember the steering wheel. Keys. Yes, and they do have a gondola in Banff. I'm going to look up the Banff gondola. I have gone up there years ago with my brother and my sister not my brother and my sister, my son and my sister. We went to Banff and did the gondola. I'm going to see if I can get some cheaper passes somewhere there. Sometimes if you look enough in advance on a trip, you can find some discounts and deals. Another thing I'm going to for sure do is check out their tourist information, because that's a great place to find ways to get stuff at a better price. Bed snake bat. Oh my gosh, Troy, I forgot all about those. And no, I will never want a bed snake bat. So my next thing should be mountain echoes. Try a really loud fart. I don't think I'd want to record that for you guys. But I see a lot of people putting comments about spare keys. Let me see. I think Tim put another comment about the keys too. Definitely a bucket or a shovel, Nosh. Thank you. Of course, don't forget the car, a credit card, debit card. I am going to take some cash out to have on me for emergencies. Not much, but enough for emergencies. Oh, this is Tim says, so always wear a spare key around your neck. And anyone that knows me, I don't have my purse up here with me. The pictures for a lot of my videos, even I always have my Canada lanyard. I always keep my keys on that. So I will definitely be doing that. Yeah, definitely don't want to get locked out. Jeff can't do liquor right now. I'm doing keto, but I will definitely look for some cheaper alcohol in Alberta to buy and bring home. The tax system is different province to province in Canada. And so in Saskatchewan, alcohol has 2 taxes, and in Alberta, they only have the 1 tax. So it is cheaper there. So I'll find something to bring home so I can celebrate when I allow myself to have a drink again. A loud whistle to call for help. I'm going to put that on here. Wait. Loud whistle. I never thought of that, Kat. That's a great idea. Because especially if I'm going to be doing any hikes by myself, I mean, I'm not doing anything really steep, but I definitely want to do that to also scare animals and alert people when I need to be found. Great safety tip, which is another one of my questions is for safety tips. Don't forget to pack the air pump. Yeah, I got that. 99% of the time, your tire is flat when you need it the most. And I do have a good air pump. Don't forget myself. Be a rebel and bring the pepper spray. I got to find which purse that is. I don't know if I want to be traveling. You know what? I got to think. I will not share that information on YouTube. Candles and a lighter and air horn. That is a really good one. That and the whistle is really good for being on hikes because we have lots of bears and stuff. So you want to make noise, even a little bell of some sort if I'm going to be on my own. But I think I'll probably be going on trails where there's more people. That still doesn't mean that the wild animals can't come out there, right? Yeah, Keely, totally some great ideas. Jeff, I know, sober trip, but I'm traveling alone. So as a female, alone, staying sober is another really huge safety tip for sure. Why make myself a mark, right? Plus, I'm not a type to go anywhere and sit and drink by myself. And the only time I've ever drank by myself is doing shots of moose milk, but technically I'm with you guys. Oh, why am I shushing you guys? It's the dogs. Come here. Come here. Look how furry they are since I got home. I took them to the groomer when I first got home, and now their fur's grown back. Come here. Come here, Vader. Come on. She looks a lot fluffier. You're so fluffy. Say hello to everybody. Don't leave your vehicle until you have the key. I saw something, candles and lighters, an emergency whistle. Sorry, guys, I'm backtracking because I know I missed some. I saw something with a magnet catch my eye, and where was that? Hike up to the Banff gondola and get a free ride down. You know what? I got to look up how high that is. That is a great idea. There is hiking trails up there. That's a long hike. Whoa, geez. But I'm going to write that down in case. Hike up, ride down. Gee, I don't know if I got it in me to hike all the way up there. You're funny. An extra blanket, Cat. That's a great idea. Nothing wrong with the occasional hotel night for sure. I did miss something. What did I miss? Every time I try to scroll backwards, I know I miss even more. Credit card. Reservations for a hotel for car camping. Oh, I get it. I know I missed something. Someone know if you know I missed something really good, can you put it in again? Oh, wait, it was this one. Put an extra key in a magnetic key holder and hide it under the vehicle. That's another idea. Definitely. I'm going to take a really light sleeping bag because if it's warm, I can have it underneath me because you always need something substantial between you and the air mattress so you don't sweat to it in the heat. But an extra blanket's going to be a really great idea. Plus, the lighter sleeping blanket is good because it takes less room. And again, I can only fit so much in the suitcase, but I do have a thinner one that I'm going to pack up. Let me see. Air horn. Car camping will make me drink. Nope, it won't. No, it won't. Oh, there's my dogs. Hang on.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are traits deeply ingrained in our country's DNA. For many of us who travel this glorious country of ours, we thrive as we engage with and witness its awesome bounty. Unfortunately, many of our brothers and sisters who've helped make all of this possible aren't thriving. Visit HeroSoapCompany.com and place your order using coupon code BADGE at checkout. Not only will you receive a discount, but you'll be helping Badge help our vets.
I believe in the soap. I've tried it. It works awesome. And that's why I'm doing it.
I'm not muted. But for that question earlier, why is Nate not with me? Nate is here. He's in the other room. And in fact, he just went and grabbed the dogs so that they can't interrupt us again. So thank you, Nate, so much for doing that. He's in there watching the big screen TV. Yeah, Keely, I quickly threw on that Hero Soap commercial. I was like, if I'm going to sit here muted because the dogs are barking, I should at least play something to entertain you guys. Roller skates? No, I'm not taking roller skates. Hey, Timmy Ray, good to see you here. Definitely taking a bathing suit, regardless if they're clothing optional or not. I don't know that they are clothing optional, but I will definitely. Yep, you guys, that was Vader with me. And Jeff, yeah, it is a little different when you're a female traveling, right? Um, Otherwise, yeah, if I was going with other people, like when I was south and we were caravanning, yeah, we'd have drinks. We were all with friends, and I knew I was safe. We all looked out for one another because everybody's amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna totally be on my own, so I kind of want to have all my wits about me. But I will be drinking lots of diet root beer. Just saying. Tools, stove, sleeping bag. If you're alone, wasp or bear spray. Absolutely. And you know what, Cody? Wasp spray is a huge thing. Our mosquitoes have finally gone away mostly, and they've been replaced with wasps because they're all getting ready for winter. So I bought a little hive looking thing and put it out in the yard. It's helping deter a lot of them. Hey, Carol Springstead. So good to see you. Oh yeah, a lot of people do know about those magnetic key holders. I'm definitely going to keep a key on me though, for sure. On my lanyard. I really do like that. Oh, your key didn't fit. And that's why with my SUV it's not a regular key, it's a different one. Oh, sorry, my dog's barking. We'll work yours. Sorry. Okay. I backed up. Now I'm going forward again. So we got Timmy here. Carol saying hello. She's behind in the chat. Please go scare her again. I'm not that far behind. I'm 1 minute at this point, Mark. Smarty pants. Nate, come say hi, Debbie says. Oh, yeah, to scare her. That's right. You guys, that's one of the reasons why I have this backdrop in behind me is because I'm sitting in the other side of the kitchen, whereas like the sink and whatever doesn't look as nice. So if Nate comes into the kitchen, I can see him and there's no sneaking up and scaring me. Good night, Kat. Thanks for coming out. So yeah, talking about behind me, this scene behind me is one of the pictures that I've taken on a road trip through the west side of Alberta, east side of British Columbia. So this was on a hike my mom and I went on. We saw several lakes. It was really, really beautiful. So hopefully I'm going to get to do some more of those as well and share that with you guys. I know it was worth a try. It was worth a try. So we've been an hour and a half. Let me just see what I didn't cover yet. I think I did. Any more safety tips, guys? Safety tips and things to remember to pack for sure. Like I have started a list, but it's like so much less than the ambulance. I have a little butane stove I'm going to use to cook, basically boil water in that new collapsible kettle that I got because I'm not going without coffee. But because I'm keto, I'm like, I have a cooler bag and I can keep like cheese. I don't even need to carry milk for my coffee. I can use a protein shake in my coffee as my creamer and sweetener. Definitely my 12-volt fans. I might take a pan though. I'm going to take a little bottle for washing the dishes. Well, I guess if I'm not cooking other than coffee. Wait, it's a good thing we're discussing this. Toothbrush, Shana. Yes, toothbrush. This time too, I'm not taking a bunch of medications and Band-Aids and stuff because honestly, I'm going to be traveling all over the place. It's not like I'm going to be plunked in one spot in the middle of anywhere, or middle of nowhere. No moose milk. I can't speak English. Let's see what Naj has to say. Naj says a camping kit, emergency blankets, whistle, fire starter, a ferro rod, a lighter, a knife, paracord, bear spray or wasp spray, water, and duct tape. Now that's another thing with the water. That's a really good point, Naj, because I only have so much room to go out. What I'm going to buy is a collapsible container for my water. So then once I get to my son's, we unload his stuff, I can go in his kitchen. I can refill a 15-liter jug or two and take that with me because then I have room. But yeah, I'll be filling that up once I get out there for sure. Hey, Ava, good to see you. Fly swatter, right? Flies are terrible at this time of year. What? No Tim Hortons coffee? How are we going to make it? You know what? If I use sweetener in my coffee and whipping cream, because that's totally allowed on keto because there is no carbs in it, it tastes very much like a Tim Hortons coffee. Just saying, just saying. Oh, a water filter nage is another really good one. I don't have a water filter out in the ambulance, but I do have some water purification tablets. I'm going to write that down because there are a lot of natural springs, so I can refill the water, but just to be safe, because you never know what's been sprayed with who knows what, it's good to purify it. So water purification tablets. Awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you. So we did have a comment earlier that Nate should come out and say hello. Nate, do you want to come out and say hi to everyone? And yeah, what is that black spot? Just a glitch with my green screen. Mosquito net for face, water, life straw. I do have bug spray on my list. That is a for sure. Definitely a longer pair. Well, I'm going to have definitely one pair for sure of long pants because some of the brush out there. T and Me TV. Welcome, welcome. Thanks. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. You can buy a small portable Brita now. Yep, that's true. And here in the kitchen, I have a homemade system for my Berkey. I mean, I could modify that and do a smaller version, but I'm going to be in cities too, so it's going to be really easy. That's the thing. I'm traveling a lot, and that's why this time taking a car is so much better than the ambulance, because the ambulance, I could stop for 2 weeks if I wanted and just plan it and be there. But here I'm going to be driving every day for sure on this trip, so I can definitely pick up things as I need them. Hey, Alberta Schoolie Adventures. Good to see you here. I hope you get things figured out with the bus. So sad to hear the problems that you've been having with that. I heard the door to the other room. Maybe if we all put a 1 in chat, Nate will come out and come on the live stream. Debbie. Yes, take those water purification tablets. You know what those fish do in the water, right? Right. We're getting ones, except for Troy. Everybody wants Nate to get his butt out here. Nate, come on, come say hello to everyone. Even though Land Cloud Adventures does have a live stream tomorrow, Sunday night. Oh, thank you for that link. That's a squeeze water filtration system. Thanks for putting that in there, Tim. That's awesome. I'm not hearing him coming. I'm going to have a drink. This is flavored water, 0 carb. I got to tell you guys what I did for supper, and then I'll let you guys go. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes I just don't know what's wrong with me. So because we're both on keto, we decided, well, we're going to have chicken wings sometimes. He bought some chicken wings, and I saw that there's a carb per wing, and I'm like thinking to myself, I can find better ones because I think I know more, right? Wrong. So I went and bought wings, pulled them out, and there's 5 giant wings. I bought turkey wings. Turkey wings. What are you doing? They can't see. You got to come closer. This screen is really glitchy. Here, let me stop this. Stay beside me so they don't see the kitchen. Change my virtual background. There we go. You got to get down here. Why do you have that in your mouth? Oh, I know it. I didn't show them.
I know.
My dishes. What are you doing? Those are clean dishes.
I think that's what's been over your head the whole time.
Oh.
Adam.
Hey, my backyard science. Thanks for being here. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen.
I found this in your bathroom.
Yeah, on top of the big toilet tank thing beside that little thing. Whatever, you're silly. Oh, guess what I got? Because it was 7 months together, and I get flowers a lot. Do you want to grab those flowers for me so I don't knock anything over? I'm so lucky. I'm so spoiled. Now they can see my messy kitchen. Well, it's not messy. It's just not fancy. Look at the pretty flowers I got. I love flowers. Flowers and plants brightens up my life. one way or another. If you can't do it with a smile, you can do it with flowers. I'm just kidding. They all work. They all work. Here, come take these off and have a seat. Do you want to use some baby wipes? I'm not sponsored, but I love the Aveeno ones.
First, you have to open it. Oh, it's not open. Never mind. I was gonna do a demonstration.
It has been opened.
Oh, I just got myself in trouble then.
And then there's a sticker.
Oh.
And then you take a wipe out.
All right, so then you take this.
Are you doing a shower right now?
Oh wait, shower or?
What are you doing?
I'm not sure. I'm
Are
never
you
sure.
gonna wipe lower? Ew, don't do that on here. She be pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I gotta get back up here a little bit. So there's Nate. Anything you guys want to say? Ask him. Do you have any recommendations for me car camping? Don't do that. Please.
Don't forget the steering wheel.
Don't forget the steering wheel.
That's it.
That is amazing advice.
And the pepper spray. Just because you're not supposed to have it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not that I think you have any. I have bear spray if you want.
That would work. Yeah, you know, I saw those, Charlotte. I was looking on Amazon, I don't know, like a month or 2 or 3 ago, and they're pretty inexpensive and they would work really well with the solar system that I have in the ambulance. But yeah, this little kettle I think is going to be pretty good. It takes like a third of the time to boil water. What else to have in here? I know, such pretty flowers. So pretty, so pretty. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Nate.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, no more Nate for a while. I guess you're going to talk about that tomorrow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And you're leaving pretty much the same time Braden and I are?
I don't know. I still don't know when I'm leaving.
But you're going...
Well, I have to leave.
The government's going to kick you out.
The mounted horse people are going to come get me otherwise.
Wait, I got to go look that up. Good job, Nate, Steve says. He does pretty good. Any more tips and advice for him? His email is littlehouselandadventures.
Hey, 7 guys out there, 7 months. That's a big anniversary. You always got to get flowers for the 7th month.
And the 6th and the 5th.
We were at the store getting stuff, and I would randomly throw out that it was our anniversary. And people were like, you know, because we're not young. We're still
they
young-ish,
assume we're married the minute you say anniversary. And so this woman's like, oh, well, my husband and I have been together for 20 years. I'm lucky if he even suggests going for supper. And I'm like, hello, we're not married, and it's only 7 months. He's acting like, oh, it's our anniversary. And we couldn't go for supper because we're doing keto.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we went to Walmart.
Yeah,
very
it was
romantic.
awesome. Right, Debbie, that rose was in the bathroom, and he walked out with it in his mouth.
Anything for YouTube. Anything for you guys.
Nobody asked you to do that.
Well, I do what they don't expect.
Bernays, your lights for under the car. I forgot. I have them for the Ambo, but I did not. Lights for under the car. Thank you, Bernay.
Either that or a cat.
I'm not taking a cat. I don't have a cat.
A cat would you just...
And not that I'm allergic to cats, but you and Braden are.
Yeah.
So I don't need cats. I got dogs. They would go bananas if I got cats. They'd feel so betrayed. So betrayed.
Oh, Top. I don't like Nate leaving.
What did I see?
I'm just seeing. I don't know. You got the 2 screens. I'm still not used to it. The dual.
Matilda doesn't want Nate to leave. Well, he actually has to, because when he came across the border, the Canadian government didn't let him have the full 6 months that's typically allowed. His first time in Canada, he gave them way too much information. And yeah, but I think we don't even know, like, how long do you have to be gone before you can come back and stuff like that. I don't think it'll be an issue. Hairspray and a lighter.
Ooh, flamethrower.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to test that one.
Make sure it's the aerosol airspray, not the little spritz. Right?
We should do that on a live stream.
We should make a short.
Just let's go.
Man, and then you can fart and we'll light it on fire. Because
No!
I'm not doing it on video.
I did just drink all your root beer though, so I could. You guys put a one in chat if we should light a fart right now because I just drank all the root beer.
We're not lighting a fart.
Okay,
Don't fart near me.
You think
That's
it's
gross.
that combustible?
I don't know.
You
I've
think
never
your
seen anyone actually do it. I don't want to
Kitchen's
learn.
gonna blow up. Please don't actually put a one.
We may not make it to 8 months.
Tim, your moose milk is in the fridge. I won't miss that.
Yeah, it's already in the trailer. It's been in the trailer pretty much since we talked about that going to Tim.
WD-40 in a lighter. Does that work just like a flamethrower?
It doesn't spray as much.
Yeah.
What is the difference between pepper spray and bear spray? One's allowed in Canada and one isn't. Otherwise, I don't know. I've never
It's all the
actually
market.
used
It's
either.
just the marketing.
But
That's
why is
all it
one
is.
legal for us and not legal? Like, I don't know.
The intent to be used on a person.
Oh. So Mark, and of course Mark does this because he's such a sweetie, but he buys flowers for his daughter's birthday. It's his tradition to get his daughter's flowers on their birthday. They've been doing it for 30 years. Yeah, Mark, didn't you tell me a story where you even had it delivered to them at school when they were young? I'm just like, that is so great. Oh, Joy and Donnie, so good to see you here. Joy, bless life. Haven't seen you guys for a while. It is like a family reunion tonight. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's been doing their own things in the summer, and now it's kind of like everybody's coming home. So you and Braden are going, and you know what? I think I'm okay because I got all these guys. Actually, I think the fact that Nate's leaving is really good for our relationship. I need a freaking break. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm offended. I think. Am I supposed to be?
Mark.
Yeah, well, you're gonna hang out with all of them. I'm gonna hang out with everybody at M22. So but half of these people are gonna be at M22, so
thanks for like not even inviting me to go.
we started looking at plane tickets and whatnot, but it was not reasonable. Really?
Yeah, Charlotte, it actually is going to be tough to say goodbye. One of the things that's really nice about a relationship is we can act like, oh, yeah, I'm so relieved you're leaving. We both know better. We can both take a joke. As long as I'm the one that thinks I'm funny. Just kidding. What am I kidding? Wait. I'm not sure. Smile. Just smile.
Smile. Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Yeah, Nate will be leaving. Braden's leaving. So, but you know, I told you guys I'm going on this car camping trip and doing this stuff. Hey, Hope Bus. But when I get home, I finally finished dealing with my insurance company, even though the insurance is enough to hire for all the repairs. They're giving me what I am allowed. And so that's coming this coming week. So when I get back from this trip, I will not be bored. The time's going to really fly till you get back for however long that's going to be till you can come back to Canada. I'm going to be busy rebuilding that basement.
I think so, Debbie. It's actually the pepper spray that's not allowed here. You are allowed the bear spray, which I think the one's more dangerous. But
oh yeah. Oh, I'm behind on here.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, I think that's bad because that's what I would think too. I would think it would be the bear spray that would be illegal first because it does more damage. Nope. That's why I think it's the marketing.
Okay. So Joy's saying it's going to be hard for you to stay on keto at M22 with all the good food at the potluck.
I did it at M21.
You don't even need to do it. I need to do it.
No, I need
personally. And like, I get too tired when I eat. I feel too sluggish. It's like, yeah.
I was going to say, it's not even the weight. It's just how you feel. You feel more energetic, more alert.
Well, you know what was really nice on my trip this winter is I dropped 10 pounds without even trying. Right? Just getting out and being more active. And then I came home and put it back on. And then you came and I might have put on one or two more because you're busy with work and I'm busy with work too. So this hasn't been a vacation summer.
Yeah.
Right. So it's more like as if we're living together, really like neighbors, but like yes and no. Cause yeah, it's been really unique and we got to spend a lot of extra time together that new relationships don't.
Right.
So I think if we lasted 7 months, we should at least make it to 8. Oh, let me catch up.
You've been behind all night. Are you trying
to
take over that reputation?
Sometimes a person gets behind because they're actually talking and then they catch up.
Yeah, but you skipped all the funny stuff we had in there.
Oh, well, sometimes you know that these chats jump. Most of the people here have done live streams and they know very well. Steve and Oki have been married for 34 years. Congratulations, guys.
Mark.
I'm just skipping so fast.
Congratulations on the weight loss, Mark.
Wait, how much did he lose?
140 pounds.
Oh, his ex-wife. Ching. We're not telling you how much weight he's losing when he goes back to the U.S. That was the best 140 pounds he ever lost, right? Oh, okay. A couple that talks about lighting farts are definitely a match. Okay, match. Lighting a fart.
I got it. I got it.
Hey, Ashley, good to see you. Oh, so Keely says bear spray can spray like 30 feet, high force, much more irritating.
Yeah. It does a lot more damage. It's a lot more pressure. It's got, I think the chemicals or whatever are worse. It's got to get rid of a bear.
True. Yeah, I should have some, especially going on this particular trip.
7 months, you get less for murder.
Oh, it's been a real sentence, I tell you.
Wait, you or me? I mean, yeah.
Which
for
way
you.
do I say that? Never mind.
Who's in jail?
No, she's been married for 31 years. Wow, congratulations. That's awesome. You don't hear about that as much anymore. Oh, does this mean I'm going to miss you and then I might like you again?
Again? You're going to stop?
Still? I mean, still?
You plan on stopping in the process?
No. No.
I know, words are hard.
Yes, Andy, you guys have invited me to come, but I can't. I would actually have to fly for that one, and then it starts getting a little expensive. Newman Outdoors, hello. How are you? Smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. So when do we plan on getting together again?
Good question.
Yeah, maybe you'll talk about that tomorrow on your live stream.
If I know by then. Land Cloud Adventures. Come and don't find out because I don't know.
Well, you are leaving, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
I don't want the government
They're not
to
letting
kick
me
you
stay. They'll raid your house.
Oh.
We'd make good content.
So which way are you taking back, Nate?
I'm going south. Is that the question? Which way? Yeah, I'm just going to go
You're going through the U.S. anyways to M22.
Yeah. Basically directly back south and across where I came over from. So I can do my little checkout deal. Tell them, look, I'm leaving. I'm gone by the 22nd.
Oh, I did get this mixed up. So Mark, he didn't send... So our school, he dressed up as a teddy bear and surprised his girls at school.
Oh.
I hope they were young because that would have been cool. Now, if they'd have been teenagers, I'd have been like, oh my gosh, I have to go to a new school. You'd be dressed in a bear costume. I'm their dad. Oh boy. Who needs moose milk to have fun? See you, Ava. It was good to have you here. Definitely need to make a new label, one way or the other, whichever way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Joy? The only time I crave fruit is when I'm on keto. Otherwise, not so much. But then as soon as I know I can't have it, then I think I want it. Steve says it made him lethargic for the first week, but there's a lot more energy after that. I actually feel really good so far.
I normally do. I don't know. I've kind of felt a little bit slower.
But I'm still working through those wicked sweet cravings that I get. And so the other night we had to have some sugar-free Jell-O, and then I drank my flavored water.
Did you tell them about your giant chicken wings?
Oh yeah, I started saying when they came out. They were turkey wings. 5 turkey wings in a box that normally has like how many chicken? Anyways, wasn't exactly what I wanted.
They were good.
It did have 0 carbs in it
with
though.
Guacamole too.
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
we found that really neat. Instead of the packets to make the guacamole or doing everything from scratch, it's like a liquid, and you just put a couple tablespoons in. It's got everything. It was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm going to eat
and I'm
avocados.
kind of a guacamole snob, so.
See, and I never grew up with stuff like that, so it's nice that I like it now. Oh, now I see Mark's comment. Gee, I am behind. So Charlotte's describing the contents that's different between the two sprays. So you're looking at this one that's up to date, and I'm looking at the one I got to scroll through. Yeah, why is pepper spray illegal then? I don't know.
Mark says weed has 420 carbs.
Oh, 420. I get it. You're funny.
Can't have that on keto. Too many.
Bear gel works better than bear spray. No need to worry about wind direction. Gel? Is he talking like hair gel and hairspray?
Bear gel. I don't know.
I don't know. You guys are crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Everybody's been busy traveling.
Ooh, frozen blueberries. That sounds tasty.
I don't think there's carbs in the weed. Sorry, I just catch up. Blueberries are like Nate's favorite fruit, which is a berry, which we actually can have berries sometimes.
Yeah, just not many.
Not very often. And the turkey wings were delicious. I think we got 10 minutes. We'll be 2 hours. I haven't done a 2-hour live stream in a little while, have I?
Yeah, and Ashley, I see your question that just popped up. I'll be earlier. Both Braden's going to Calgary next week, and I'll be going basically somewhere next weekend. So in 1 week, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't take me long to catch up when I stop talking.
Doesn't that help? Somebody else just comes in and talks while you can kind of scroll through. It really does make a big difference.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, what is this? Try frozen grapes. Used to take them to the beach. Oh, we can't have grapes right now, but that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Frozen grapes. How?
I just don't like keeping grapes around because of the dogs.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I used to love them, but I just won't risk that.
Okay, this makes sense. So RV Grandma Charlotte says Bob Wells tested pepper spray versus pepper. Do you want to read that comment?
Bob Wells tested pepper spray versus pepper spray gel. What?
See, I know it's pepper spray gel.
I think it's just supposed to be pepper gel. I don't know.
One's like a spray and one's like a spray gel. So the spray was affected by the wind, but the gel went 600 feet. That is interesting. I didn't even know there was two different things like that.
He's calling it bear gel spray. That makes more sense. I was like, the other one, I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's just like Charlotte's comment here.
So did the gel actually go further?
Well, the wind. The gel will go farther in wind because it will stay the direction you want it, whereas where the spray just flies off, right?
Yeah. Got it.
Awesome. Awesome. Did we miss anything else?
I saw the video. I don't know. I've seen Van Life Plus mentioned a couple times tonight.
Oh, so it looks like
them.
Bernae must have been up on his live stream. Good for you, Bernae. Yeah, Van Life Plus, that's another Canadian that actually lives in the area Braden's moving out to. Hey, NDT show. Good to see you too. Look, so it is like a family reunion. So many people
Everybody's back. Everybody's back from summer vacation.
Well, you know what? I wonder about the time frames. Like I used to always start at 9 and now I'm starting an hour earlier. And over the summer, either I didn't do live streams or I kept cutting back when the time was. Because I'm normally known for being later on a Saturday.
No, you're not shaving the bear.
What? Where
the bear gel. Is it for shaving?
Where do we see this?
Keep going.
I thought you went to bed. The gel will stick on the fur or the skin. Oh, so that would really ooh.
Because the other's got to hit the eyes or something, doesn't it? To aggravate them. So
this makes sense. Usually an attacker is close. So pepper spray would be good. And then bear spray when you want more of a distance, right?
Yeah.
Is bear spray more expensive than pepper spray or no?
It's about $50 a can.
And how much is pepper spray?
I don't know. That's Mark.
Bear spray, $50 a can? That's a lot.
Mark, how much is pepper spray?
Well, he's bought me a couple different ones over the winter.
So I'm asking. I've never bought pepper spray. I've only bought bear spray.
Oh, okay. And no, the gel isn't for shaving. Unless the bear wants to.
Yeah, you got to get consent in that situation. Always get them sign a form, probably, just to be
Well,
safe.
I would just maybe toss him a razor and be like, here.
Well,
I'm
you got to
outta
put
here.
the gel on them.
I'm not doing it for the bear.
I don't think a bear can shave. How's it going to hold the razor? It's got a big old claw.
Well, I don't know. And its teeth. Are they flexible? And then they can just go
Why
like that?
are you...
Yeah, we know it's time to end this live stream.
Was she just eating her foot?
No, I was showing like if I... Okay, like so if this is a razor, the bear can hold it and shave their own legs. Which makes my feet look really big because it's so close to the camera when I do that. Never mind. Never mind.
What would a bear look like if it was shaved? I kind of want to see that now. Like a pig or...
Mark says he is not disclosing the price of gifts. At the
Valid
Bass
point.
Pro Shop, it was $80. Victoria says that's in Canada,
For
so
the bear
that's
spray, right?
that would be bear spray. Absolutely. Can you get different fragrances? Salt or pepper? How about hot sauce spray? Would that work? I
You
don't know.
spray it on your friends so they go attack them instead of you, or what?
No. Grizzly bears are more aggressive than black bears. I think the only bear spray is recommended for grizzly bears. Plus, you know what? If I saw any bear, I don't care what color it is. If I go bear spray, it's coming out.
Yeah.
If it was attacking. If not, I'm going to back away slowly while I'm watching it. RV Living Life bear spray range. The maximum, let me just do this. The maximum range of sprays differ by manufacturers, but they're reported to be effective when sprayed at a charging aggressive bear from a distance of 1.5 to 3 meters.
That's not
That's
very
like
far.
across the kitchen table.
I was going to say, it's got to be further than that. I think they spray like 20 yards, don't they, or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not.
What's the difference between yards and meters?
It's about the same. Close.
Mm.
There is a difference, but they're close.
Yep, Troy, we just took a left turn.
Sorry.
I took a left, he took a right.
Other people were saying wasp spray earlier too. I never thought of that.
Oh, let's just get the bear to wax.
Oh, was it the bear shaving that you had a problem with, Tim? I'm sorry. In my defense, that was the Celtic guy.
Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy. A shaved bear is bare-assed. Embarrassed. Oh!
Well, and
It's
have a bare ass
embarrassed?
too. Yeah. And bare ass.
And Debbie's like, good for you being able to put your foot to your face. I'm not going to talk. Debbie, we'll have to talk. I have other flexible moves I'm not sharing on the live stream. People are like, oh, let's see. And I'm not going to do it.
And now it's late night Saturday night.
But I can do
Welcome
the
to the
splits. That's one thing. Oh, okay. So Charlotte says pepper spray is illegal in Canada because people can carry it as an offensive weapon used to hurt, intimidate, and incapacitate other humans rather than as a defensive weapon. Thank you. Good night, Vicky. Good to see you here.
She also, Charlotte also sent an email warning about the parvo up on the Upper Peninsula.
Oh, for the dogs.
So I appreciate that.
Ooh, yeah.
I believe that was Charlotte. I'm pretty sure.
Now for the gutter we go. And I think with that, Troy, that is a good reminder. It's probably great timing to end this live stream. Oh, but wait till I do live streams when Nate's back in the U.S. Oh, hell's gonna break loose like it used to.
I cause more trouble in chat than I do when I'm up here.
Yeah.
I honestly, when you always
Yeah.
brought me up before we started dating, I thought that was why, just to keep me in check.
I don't know.
That was less trouble.
Yeah, I don't know. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. It's been so great to see so many people here. It's so nice to have all the family back together again now that we're getting into the fall season and the winter. And I will definitely be sharing my travels. My next live stream will probably be coming from Calgary, Alberta next week. So I will see you guys then. And I'll have lots of content because I'm going to document my trip. Sound good?
Yep.
I'm going to document it. All right. Oh, Sandy can't wait to see you. Good night, Anne. Good night, Mark. Good night, Tim, Keely, Joy Bless Life, Debbie, Linda. Oh, you guys are awesome. There's so many of you. Let me just play an old thank you to my members. And with that, good night.